mudah. Okay, I yang mendidik. Jadi
Your right is basically to ease you.
Okay, kalau rasa macam tak berapa nak faham, ulang lagi banyak lagi ulang. Okay, soalan nombor 2 yang popular.
P kita negatif 3 kuasa 2. So kita dapat apa? Negatif 3 kuasa 2.
Jadi akan beri kita tengok ni mesti pada sini besok ni.
Okey, jadi sama-sama kita bukan perhatian kepada teori kinetik ciri. Okey.
Dan tak percaya di hijab pula ajaran yang disampaikan ini.
So, Abu Bakar,
kamu kena ingat dia diberi gelaran penyelamat umat Islam. Ingat yang itu.
Bandingan berkaitan dengan perumpamaan. Yang panjang Maharaja Lela.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh everyone, and welcome to Mahir Tutor. Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. A very good evening. It's good to be back here on Mahir Tutor Live, and Alhamdulillah we have about 22 people with us. Alhamdulillah, thank you so much for joining our session today, and I hope all of you are doing great, doing fine. So before we start our session, for all my Muslim students, let's start our session with Ummul Kitab Al-Fatihah. All right, so I believe that I have students from all over Malaysia. All right, because Mahir Tutor we have we enable students to have access regardless wherever you are. Okay, hi Irfan, hi Fatima. All right, thank you so much for joining us today. All right, so I can't wait to have a session with you. So let's take a look at the screen now. Okay, I'm going to. Okay. All right. So today will be our second session together. All right. Live on YouTube. And I believe that all of you have watched most of the videos, whether by me or by other teachers. So take this opportunity because this is a live video. So we get to interact. You get to ask me questions and I get to assist you. All right. Okay. So now, mood meter. I believe you are all aware with the announcement made by our Prime Minister about what's going to happen tomorrow. Does anybody know? Anybody from Selangor? Hi Akila. What's happening tomorrow? Anybody? Like there are 6 states which will be affected. All right, so 6 states will be, we are going to have our MCO again. All right, so I believe this will definitely affect your mood. Okay, especially those from Selangor and the other 5 states. Okay, now who can share with me how they are feeling today? All right, regardless, maybe your country, your state is not affected by PKP or MCO, but how are you feeling? Yes, Shazana, Fatima. All right, it's gonna be we're gonna have our second MCO PKP. So how are you guys feeling today? Or maybe because of the news that was announced yesterday. So how does that affect your feelings, your emotion? Because whether MCO or not, we know that all the Form 5 students, you will be coming back to school. Yeah. All right. So Terengganu. Okay. Hi Faiz, you from Terengganu? Okay, Shazana, you're okay. All right, Shazana, you're feeling okay. Faik, what about you, Faik? How are you feeling now? Anybody feeling horrified? Anybody? Okay. I have a question. What is the difference? Okay, since suddenly I just got this idea. Now, I mentioned about horrified just now, right? Okay, frustrated. Faik, why are you frustrated, Faik? Would you like to share with us? Okay, while waiting for Faik, okay, I have a question to ask. What is the difference between terrified and horrified? Are they the same or are they different? What is another word for terrified? Because terrified, I would categorize it as a one of the bombastic words, you know. So actually, terrified, another word for terrified is actually scared. So does it mean the same? Can you use these two in the same context? What do you think? All right, so basically terrified is extremely scared, but horrified, yes, it is still about you feeling scared, but it's more towards something horror. Okay, for example, you are horrified after watching the horror movie, after seeing a ghost, for example. Okay, so horrified is more on seeing or experiencing something horror. Okay, all right, so whatever it is, I really hope that you guys are feeling good and excited for our session today. Inshallah, I will be with you for almost for about 1 hour. Okay, and hopefully we can learn a lot from today's session. Now, this one, I would like you to, okay, Alhamdulillah, we have 47 students joining us today. So I want you to tell me something. I'm going to give you 2 questions, all right? And I would like you to respond through the comments, okay? The question is, can you see the card? Can you see the question? All right. What completes me? This is a very random question. Yes, I purposely do this. All right. Okay. Thank you, Shazana. So Shazana, what completes you? What completes you? You know, the reason why I chose this question is because now with the pandemic, we are all easily affected, you know, mentally, emotionally, physically. All right, we feel that sometimes we don't feel we have enough. All right, because we know that some people, they are affected financially. But whatever it is, what completes you? What make you feel enough? Anybody would like to respond? For example, as for me, what completes me, regardless, you know, with the pandemic, what completes me is to have all my family members under one roof. That is enough for me, you know. As long as I have all of them with me, I am complete. All right. Any one of you would like to share how, what completes you before we... Okay, Shazana, my family and my friends support. Yes. Shazana, thank you so much for mentioning that. Okay, especially your friends support, like you have less than 2 months towards SPM. All right, so having your friends support is crucial. So they complete you. Thank you. My family, cousins, and music. Sarah, yeah, sometimes music can complete us. And Aina, my family. MashaAllah. Thank you so much. Okay, one more thing. All right, I know pandemic can be very can affect us badly, but the next question that I have is, what is fun for me? Anybody would like to share? Despite all the challenges that we have to go through, what is fun for you? It's something that we never take time to think about, right? Oh, Nabil, thank you, Nabil, my teachers. So I am one of those who complete your life, Nabil. All right. Okay, my family, my friends, my time, and every day. All right. So what I actually just showed you are basically cards for reflection. Okay. I know that it could be quite a stressful time for all of you, all the SPM 2020 candidates. So it would be amazing if you can take some time to do self-reflection. Okay, so these are the cards that I showed. The cards that I showed you just now are basically cards for self-reflection. So for for those of you who love to do journaling, who loves to write diaries, okay, so journaling is really good, okay, for you to just let it out. Sometimes you do not have people to talk to, so you writing down your feelings is one of a therapy. Okay, so that is just me, giving you some ideas, things that you can do to release your stress. All right. So we have I know you play game. That's fun for you. Okay, spending time with your family and friends. Nabil, relaxing at home. Yeah, relaxing at home can be very fun. Okay, I love being at home. K-dramas. What is your favorite, Shazana? All right, Husna, my family. Bashir, going on YouTube. Bashir. All right, you reduce your stress with friends like Akila and TikTok. Okay, yeah, TikTok can be fun, right? Watching, are you referring to like you watching or you recording videos on TikTok? All right, Shazana, talking to yourself. Yeah, self-talk is also one of the ways for you to release your stress. Okay? All right, thank you. Rooms for discovery is more time to learn something new like dancing. Yes, mashallah. Thank you so much for responding, everyone. Okay, I hope all of you are excited for our official lesson for today. All right. So as I've mentioned earlier, inshallah, we're going to be together for the next 45 minutes. So there are two objectives which I would like to achieve for today's session. So the first one is to identify some most common English grammatical errors and also to complete a grammar exercise. I have prepared a simple grammar exercise for all of us to do it together. All right, so Cempaka, Sarah said that more time to learn something new like dancing. I wish you can teach me how to dance. All right, Cempaka, you watch Netflix. I love Netflix. Shazana, love in the moonlight, teacher. Wow. Okay, just watching. Okay, Ira said just watching games and yeah. Hi, Bashir, Aiman. Okay, Hafizi said hi. Okay, so these are the two objectives that we would like to achieve. So before I move to our first topic, there's something I would like to highlight here. All right, so when we mark your essays especially, okay, so we have certain symbols that we use. But today I am only going to show you or share with you two symbols that we always use. So as you can see, this is the first symbol and this is the second symbol. Okay, so the first symbol is for the teachers to mark minor mistakes. So minor means not that serious. Okay, so major mistakes are basically serious mistakes. So what are considered as major mistakes? Okay, so technically anything, all right, anything that changes the meaning is considered as a major mistake. Okay, so this is what we are going to go through together today. Okay, so this is the first common mistakes that students always do. All right, they are somehow always confused between there, and that. Would you agree with me that this is like one of the most common mistakes? Most probably that not too much. Okay, this one not too much, but these two. So who can tell me what, okay, I label it as A, right? Easier for you, easier for us to communicate. So I label this as A and I label this as B. Okay, so what is A actually? What is A? Because this between A and B, they are totally different, and if you make a mistake, it changes the meaning, so it's going to be considered as a major mistake. Okay, thank you, Nabil. There is actually the short form or contraction for they are. Okay, what about there? Okay, very good, Nabil. This is actually belongings. Okay, so who can actually come up with a sentence using there? Yes, very good, Amira. Amira, yang this one maksud dia, the meaning is mereka sedang. So for example, they are watching YouTube now. Macam tu. Okay. So this is another example. Okay, very good. Verb to be. Yes, Ainun. Yes, verb to be. Okay, thank you, Ainun. Alright, so if you look at the example here, they are going to love going there. I heard their food is the best. So we have all three of them in one sentence. Okay, for example, just now Nabil mentioned that B, there is actually belonging. So makanan diorang adalah the best. Makanan diorang sedap sangat. Macam tu. Okay, thank you Nabil for sharing the meaning. It's actually belonging. So they are going to love going there. I heard their food is the best. So I just want to remind you, when it comes to writing, okay, paper 1, remember you have two writings. You have to complete directed writing and also continuous writing. So always remember that when it comes to directed writing, usually it's more formal, unless you are required to write an informal letter. Okay, so in a way you have to make it sound very informal, very casual. But if you are required to write a report, an article, try your best not to use any short form or contraction. Okay, just write in full, because usually when you write in full, you will not make this kind of mistakes. Okay, all right, I hope you guys are clear. Okay, can we move on to the next common mistake? Right? Okay. All right, now this is another common mistake. Subhanallah, ya Allah tanku. All right, this is also considered as major mistake. All right, so again, the reason why most of the students tend to spell it like this, okay, is because when you try to make it to have the contraction, macam nak pendekkan dia, okay, try your best to just write in full. So that will be that can save you actually from making more mistakes. So who would like to give an example? Can anybody give an example? Let's make a sentence using your. The common mistake, okay, let me think of an example. Let me think first. Okay, for example, okay, you're such a brave girl. What else? This part, okay. Again, my one and only. Okay, but thank you, Amira. Amira said your friend is nice. Your friend is nice. Okay, I like your shirt, Zafi. Thank you so much, Ira. I am your daughter. Boy, tu jumpa siapa tu? Macam, I'm your daughter. Like drama kan, tiba jumpa somebody claim that you are their daughter. You're so beautiful. Your sister is very beautiful. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. I just want to highlight Ainun's example. Okay, sometimes this is a mistake that you guys do. Your sister is very beautiful. This is a common mistake. Okay, can I borrow your book? Okay, very good. I know. I like your books. Take off your hat. I'm going to your place. Okay, so Alhamdulillah. Okay, the examples given are good. So I hope you are aware now, okay, not to make this kind of mistakes, mainly because if you do this mistake, if you commit these mistakes, it will be considered as major mistake and your grade will definitely be lower. All right. Okay, this is your favorite. You know, ya Allah Tuanku, I don't know why. This is like the common mistakes made by the students. It's, they always forget to put the apostrophe. Aceh Azfa, you're mine. Chia chia chia. Who's yours, Azfa? Is she anyone from here? Okay. All right. Now, I don't know why. Okay. Whether it's a careless mistake or you don't know the rule. Okay. But always remember that it is actually possessive. Like what Nabil mentioned just now, it's belonging. All right. Like your and their. Okay. So, we know that when it comes to noun, English is all about genders, right? So if it's a male, then his book, for example. All right. If it's a female, then it will be her book. So it is basically for animals or things or building or other stuff. So for example, let's say we imagine a cat. All right. I know you always make these kind of mistakes. Okay, please remember that it is actually belonging. For example, the cat. Hold on. The cat is scratching its back. Okay. So why is it it's sebab belakang dia. Kucing tu duk garu belakang dia. Alright. So it's back. So let's say you want to use this. It's hurting it. Okay. No, it doesn't make sense. It's apa? It is itchy. Macam tu. Okay, the cat is stretching its back, it's itchy. Okay, so this is the difference between it and it is. Alright, so Ira, be careful. Okay, Shazana, yes, its tail. Or the cat is scratching its tail. Okay, that's another good example. Thank you, Shazana. Okay, so always remember that without apostrophe, it means belonging. It means possession. Okay, so it changes the meaning. You make a mistake for this one, it's considered as major mistake. Your grade will definitely be lower. And this one, all right, two single O and two double O. Okay, which one should I explain first? Okay, let me explain this one first. I label this as 1 and this one as 2. All right, so 2 can be used in 3 different, yes, thank you Ainun, it's hurting me, it's ridiculous, thank you Amira. All right, now, looking at 2, okay, 2 can be used in 3 different situations or 3 different contexts. Okay, so the first one is 2 you are referring to as the destination. For example, if you look at the example, okay, my friend drove me to my doctor's appointment. All right, so destination 2, where do you want to go? So that the first one, I'll put this as A. If you look at B, it means the recipient, penerima dia. Okay, I send the files to my boss. And the third one is I'm going to get a cup of coffee. So 2 in this context is action because it's followed by an action. For example, I'm going to write an essay today, or I'm going to complete my homework, or I'm going to jog for half an hour today. So that is action. All right. So if we look at this one, okay, the 2 double O, it brings 2 meanings. Okay. So the first one is a word that is used as an alternative to also or as well. For example, my colleague Sophia writes for the HubSpot marketing blog too. Okay, for example, oh, I write for the marketing blog and my colleague Sophia writes it too. Okay, so but it's because it's actually an alternative for also and as well. Okay, your friend can also be my friend. Okay, thank you Cempaka. Okay, so another example would be I love tea life. My sister likes it too. Okay, so if you were to replace it, my sister likes it also. Okay, that sounds a bit too Malay lah. And the second way or the second context of using the word to, okay, Jap Ainun Alright, so the second one is it's also used to describe an adjective in extremes. Okay, for example, you want to say something is too cold. For example, the sentence that I put here is we both think it's too cold outside, right? Or the box is too big, alright? Oh, I don't want to go into the room. It's too hot. Okay, so these are the two conditions or the two contexts where you can use the word to, T-O-O. One is as to show that as well or also, and another one is extremes. Okay, Ainun, you said that it's like our purpose, right? Okay, what do you mean by that, Ainun? Can you explain further? Okay, then I'll get back to you. Thank you, Ainun. Okay, now I hope you guys are clear with this, but I want to highlight on this part. Okay. Remember when I said that to, T-O, can be used in 3 different contexts? Okay, but what I want to highlight now is the third one. Okay, I'm going to get a cup of coffee. So the example that I'm going to show you next is like the most common mistakes SPM student, PT3 student, UPSR students always do. Okay. Usually, you have to remember that after to, okay, after to when it comes to action, it has to be followed by the root word. What is root word in Bahasa Melayu? Anybody? What is root word? What is the root word what is the meaning of root word in Bahasa Melayu? Okay, because I'm checking your response through my phone, so maybe dia lambat sikit. Okay, alright, root word. Yes, Shazana, what is the meaning of root word? What is root word in Bahasa Melayu? Contoh dia, yes, perkataan asal, kata dasar, kata akar. Okay, very good. Thank you so much guys for responding. Okay, kata asal, which means in English when it comes to verb and kata dasar or root word, usually it comes with verb action. Because if you look at verb, we have get, because we have tenses, right? Present tense, past tense, future tense, continuous tense, perfect tense. Okay, so we have get, we have gets, we have got, getting. Sometimes kita ada gotten juga. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you all those of you who responded. Okay, so root word means kata asal, right? So kata asal, there shouldn't be any S, no changing of spelling, no additional TING, alright? It should be the root word. The thing is that not only for to, but there are a few more words which have to be followed by root words. Okay, thank you Nabil. After to must be followed by root word. And what are they? If you have your phone, maybe you can just snap. I don't know how, but I think you're using your phone to watch this. But please memorize this, okay? Please. Yes, very good Nabil. I'm going to take my lunch. Nabil, are you giving me an example or you are going to have your lunch? Okay, so I believe it's an example, right Nabil? So I'm going to take my lunch. You can't write I'm going to taking my lunch. Tak boleh. No. Alright. Remember like what Nabil said, after to it has to be root word. So remember this. How do you remember this? How to memorize this? Try to remember or memorize this. Please tell monkey don't wear silly clothes. Okay? Try to have that in your mind. Okay, please tell monkey don't wear silly clothes. Okay, so these are the what it stands for. Okay, please is for please, which means after please it has to be followed by root word. For example, Ammar wants Nabil to help him. All right, Nabil, please take the book for me. Okay, Nabil, please take the book for me. Ammar will not say, Nabil, please taking the book for me. No, you can't do that. Because why? After please, it has to be root word. Alright, so for example, please turn off, please be quiet. Kan? Tak ada cakap please being quiet, tak ada kan? Okay. Alright, so tell is actually for to. Okay, the exercise that I've shared with you earlier. Okay, monkey is actually for this. Must not, may not. So after must not, may not, it has to be followed by root word. For example, you must come to school early. Okay, you must come to school early. Okay, yes Azfar, please stay at home. So if you look at the poster, dia tak ada please staying at home or please stay at home. No, alright? Because after please, it should be root word. The same thing with must not, may not. And then don't is actually for this. Do, don't, does, doesn't, did, didn't. Where it's for will not, would not. Silly, should not, shall. Clothes, can, cannot, could not. I hope you are clear. So of course you have to memorize please tell monkey don't wear silly clothes, but if you can't remember this, there's no point. Okay, so this are what really matter. Okay, all right. Okay, usually in your essays, these are the common mistakes. Okay, for example, okay, these are verbs. Okay, these are verbs. Okay, how do I explain this? Okay, these are verbs. When it comes to verbs, of course, there should be, okay, but I wanna going to school right now, Azfar. Okay, let's correct Nabil's example, because I know Nabil purposely did this wrongly so that we can correct this. Okay, but I wanna is apa, Nabil? I wanna is I want to, right? But I want to going to school right now. Okay. Thank you Nawara for mentioning that. I wanna go. Okay, let me stick with that. So I wanna going. Okay, I wanna going. There are two mistakes. Hold on. There are two mistakes. One is wanna. Okay, you're not supposed to spell want to as wanna. Okay, so if we correct it, it is 1, 2. Okay, and even 1, 2 is still wrong because it is supposed to be I want to go. So technically there are two mistakes that you guys commit in this sentence. Okay, all right, doesn't. Okay, let's get back to doesn't. Okay, thank you Nawara, Shazana and Nabil. All right, so doesn't, the common mistakes that, okay, macam ni. Okay, let's say this is a sentence. She likes to watch K-dramas. Okay, she likes to watch K-dramas. Okay, technically this is correct. You know why? Because it's she, singular. So the verb has to be with S. So this is correct. Okay, she likes to watch K-dramas. Now you want to say that she doesn't like. Okay, so the mistake, the common mistake students do would be, let me use purple. Okay, she doesn't likes to watch K-dramas. Okay, so where is the mistake now? Yes, Ainun. Thank you, Ainun. All right, she doesn't like to watch K-dramas because some students, they argue, teacher, it's singular, teacher, it's singular. That's why we need to put S like this one. Yes, if it's positive, a positive statement, she likes to watch K-drama, yes, it's correct. But then you already have this. This is an indication that it is singular, because if it's plural, then it has to be they don't. All right, so technically this is a I would say this is a major mistake because after doesn't, it has to be root word. Okay, so that is the mistakes for present tense. Now let's take a look at the second part, didn't. Okay, so for didn't, it should be sini. Okay, she came. Yeah, let me change the color, or else you will be confused. Okay, so the example would be, Nawara, what do you mean by after not? Okay, she came to school yesterday. Okay, so she came to school yesterday. Well, you have yesterday, which shows that it's in the past. So she came. All right. So this is correct. Okay. Now you want to write the negative statement, which is she didn't. So most students, taklah most, some students would write like this: she didn't came to school yesterday. So this is considered as a major mistake because after didn't, it should be root word. So the answer should be she didn't come. Okay, you got it, I know? All right. Because again, students will argue, teacher, it's in the past. It's past tense. So of course it has to be came. Confident dia kan? But then again, remember, you already have this. Didn't. Didn't is an indication that it's in the past. Okay? Doesn't is an indication that it's singular. Alright? Cool. So couldn't is another example. Okay? For example, example for couldn't. She couldn't wrote because she broke her arm. Okay, example dia. Okay, she couldn't wrote because she broke her arm. So this student would argue with me, teacher, it's in the past, teacher. It's in the past. Okay, she broke her arm. That's why she couldn't wrote. Again, and did you know that actually could is actually the past tense for can? All right. So again, the rule is actually after couldn't, it should be root word. So couldn't write. After not, must be root word too, isn't it, teacher? Okay, Nawara. Okay, now I get it. Can you give me an example? It's not, yes, after not, betul. Alright, but I think you need to give me an example, Nawara, then I can help you. Alright? Okay. Give a complete sentence. Alright. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, this is another mistake that students always do. Lose and lose. Okay, why don't you try write a sentence or construct a sentence using lose? Okay, you can write it here first in the comment, then I'll check. But before that, what is lose? Lose verb, this number one. What is the meaning of lose in Bahasa Melayu? Azfar. Okay, Ainun. Okay, let's check Ainun's sentence, okay? He couldn't ride the bicycle because he fell on the road yesterday. Is this sentence right? Yes, very good, Ainun. That is correct. Okay? Alright, well done, Ainun. Okay. Nabil, are you referring to me or you mean you are referring to Ainun? Okay, Ainun, this one it means longgar. Okay, betul. Okay, kalah. Lagi satu, there's another kalah lah. There's another meaning of lose. Yes, Nabil, technically you have to put root word after does. Anybody? There's another meaning for lose. Before I spill the beans. Okay, I'm not a loser. Okay, thank you Shazana. That is loser. What about lose? Siapa yang tak pandai jaga barang tu, selalulah lose. Apa? Yes, hilang. Okay, hilang. Okay. So same meaning, same sound, same spelling but different. Same meaning. Same sound, same spelling but different meaning. Alright. So this one, usually students, they are confused between lose, loses, and lost. Okay. Alright. So lost would be the past tense for it lah. Past tense. Okay, this is the one that they are always confused. This is actually longgar. Okay. So for example, my pens are loose now. Okay. Because if you say my pens are lost, betul juga kan? It's correct. My pens or I lost my pens. For example, I lost, no, it should be here. Sorry. I lost my pens. So nampak tak? Can you see this? Sorry. These two, they have two different meanings. The first one, I lost my pens, saya hilang seluar saya. My pens are loose now, seluar saya longgar. Okay. So again, my point is to show you that if you make these spelling mistakes, it is considered as a major mistake because it changes the meaning. Yes, Asfa, sesat pun lost juga. She lost in the jungle. She got lost in the jungle. Okay. Alright, next. How many of you, okay, be honest with me, have committed these mistakes? You are always confused between these two. Always, selalu terbalik. You better be honest with me, anyone? Although you cannot raise your hand. Can you raise your hand? Is there any emoji for you to like raise your hand here? Who always got confused? How many of you are always confused between then and then? The E and the A. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the example that you can see on the screen now. My dinner was better than yours. Is this sentence correct or wrong? Nabil, what do you think, Nabil? Nabil said then is bila. Is then bila or when bila, Nabil? Yes, I know then is actually to compare. Okay, so thank you, Nabil. Comparison. Boy Farah Nabila. Macam ni, selalu buat salah. Okay, so my dinner was better than yours. Is this sentence correct or wrong? Yes, wrong, because like what you guys have shared just now, it should be comparison because mine is better than yours. So this should be then. Okay, so then is actually not yes bila, but this is more and kemudian. Okay, for example, I just had my English lesson with Mizi, then I will go and help my mom in the kitchen. Contohlah kemudian. Okay, okay, thank you Nawara. Okay, lepas tu, Nabil cakap lepas tu. Okay, this is another one. Affect and effect, because this one usually the mistakes will be in directed writing. Okay, because in directed writing sometimes you have to write essays about the effects of global warming, you know, the effect of deforestation, for example. So these words always appear in, I would say, factual text. All right. So try not to be confused. Okay. So affect is actually a verb and effect is actually the noun. So if you look at the examples, two examples here, that movie had a great effect on me. Okay, so technically this is right. Okay, and that movie affected me greatly. Okay, affect and effect. Again, all the examples that I'm sharing with you today, if you spell it wrongly, then it will be considered as major mistakes. All right? Okay. Thank you. This one. What about this one? How many of you are actually confused? Okay, I know. I am always confused with these two words. Which one I know? Are you referring to affect effect or are you referring to practice practice? Okay. All right. I know. I hope you don't mind because I would like to correct your sentence. Okay, I know this is a very good example. Now, before I go, okay, I know everybody can see that. Okay, I know wrote. This is not about practice or practice with S or practice with C. Okay. All right. I all am. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I always confused with these two words. Okay, hold on. Okay. Now, okay, thank you, I know, because this is going to help your friends, 67 of your friends a lot. Okay. Now, I'll just say that there are two mistakes in this sentence. One word is missing and one wrongly used word. What is missing in this sentence? Can anybody tell me what is missing in this sentence? I always confuse with these two words. Anybody? Okay, all right, because we have 10 minutes left. I am always confused. Okay, that's one. I am always confused. And the second one is, all right, this. Because we have this and this. All right. So this is actually for singular. All right, and this is actually for plural. So now we can see that two words. All right. So it is plural, and that's why it has to be this. Okay, has it? I know those who's answered this, you guys are correct. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let me erase this first. All right, thank you. Siapa punya example tadi? I forgot. Okay, I know. Thank you so much. All right, I should have included this and this in the example, but I have you. All right. Okay, practice with S and practice with C. So, okay, let's get back to this, okay? So, practice with S is actually the verb. Practice with C is a noun. Okay, so for example, can anybody would like to give an example? Practice, verb. Anybody would like to give an example? Okay. All right. Okay, sorry, my phone just got disconnected. Okay. Usually, the one that you guys are always confused will be like this. I had my football Practice this morning. Okay, so you are referring, okay, this is the wrong part because okay, sini. What is practice SE in bahasa Melayu? Yes, very good. That's a very good example, Sarah. Practice makes perfect. Okay, okay. My question is, what is the meaning of practice SE in bahasa Melayu? I think you guys have responded. It's just that it has not appeared on my phone yet. Okay. Basically, practice verb is berlatih. I'm sorry for my spelling, my handwriting. Okay, this is berlatih. This, okay, thank you, I know. This is latihan. Okay, so by right, it should be yes, thank you. I had my ballet practice this morning. Okay, so this one here, if it's a verb, then it should be, okay, she practices every day. Okay. That's another one that I want to share with you. Every day. Every day, is it one word or two words? Since I included that in the example, now I would like to ask all of you, every day, is it a one word or two words? Okay, all right. Basically, both are correct. Every day one word is correct, every day two words is correct. Okay, so what is the difference? Okay, so if what you would like to convey or what you want to say is, for example, hari-hari. Okay, hari-hari, like or setiap hari. Okay, for example, she wakes up early every morning. She jogs every evening. She cooks for lunch every afternoon. Okay, nampak tak? Kan setiap pagi, setiap petang, setiap malam. Then that is everyday yang dua perkataan. Every day. Alright, so when do you use everyday two words? Everyday one word. This is actually an adjective. Okay, for example, jogging is my everyday activity. Okay, jogging is my everyday activity. Oh, okay, no, Nawara has a very good oh, subhanallah. Nawara, that's really good. Sama lah macam advice and advice kan? Yes, very good Nawara. So advice, SE, menasihati. Okay, so kalau kalau advice, nasihat. Okay, the example would be, she advises me, because plural singular, right? She advises me with great advice. Okay, all right, thank you Nawara, thank you so much for mentioning that. And okay, another one. Okay, dia dah jadi macam beranak-ranak dah. Okay, can it be advices? Can I add S here? Can I add an S here? Is it grammatically correct or wrong? She advises me with great advices. Sebab dia banyak sangat nasihat-nasihat yang dia bagi. So can it be advises? What do you think? Okay, so technically no. You know why? Because advice is actually considered as an uncountable noun. You tak boleh kira nasihat tu. Alright, so when it's uncountable, it has to always be singular. Alright, so she advises me with great advice. Okay, never. Don't you ever put an S here because it's wrong. Okay, alright. Because it's a bit lagging here on my phone, so okay, so she practices. Nurul Anis is the second one. Okay, is the second one because verb. Alright. Now the next one would be between and versus among. Okay, so these are one of the things that students tend to wrongly use. Okay, between, usually it's often used for two items. When you want to compare between two, and then it's between. All right. So you can see here, often used for two items. So for example, they are building a new road between Manchester and Sheffield. Okay, let's take a look at among. Often used for three items or more. Okay, so that old temple is hidden among trees, which means in that area there are more than two trees. All right. Okay, these two are almost similar. Okay. What I would like to highlight is this one. Look at the explanation. When naming distinct individual items can be 2, 3 or more. So when you mention specifically the items, okay, I'm trying to decide between the athletic shoes, boots or high heels. So basically, this person wants to decide which shoes to buy, right? But then again, it's very clear. It's very distinct. Macam kesusukan ke, high heels ke, boots. Okay, although it's more than two, but you mention it differently, individually. You have to use between. All right, like the example, I'm trying to decide between the athletic shoes, boots and high heels. All right. Now, so among is clear. Among is very clear. If it's more than two, it's among. What imposter among us? Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Now, meter and meter. So when it comes to English, we always have this. Is it a British English or English? Oh, sorry, American English. All right. So the word meter. All right. In British, we have both. We have the one with the first spelling, and we also have the one with the second spelling. All right. So if you are referring to the unit, macam 100 meters, 200 meters, this is how you spell it. All right, but the American, they spell it METER. This one, like what? But as I've mentioned earlier, in British English we have both METRE and METER. However, in British, the word meter, it is referred to the instrument for measuring. The instrument that you use to measure, that one, you spell it as METER. All right. Yes, Shazana, center CENTRE or CENTER. So always remember that because Malaysia, we follow Cambridge. So definitely we follow British. So you have to make sure your spelling in your essay is consistent. Okay. You have to write in British spellings. Okay. CENTER. Okay, Samira? All right. So well done, everyone. We are not done yet, but well done for the first part. Okay, so I hope you can still stay for another maybe 5-10 minutes, okay, for us to do our second part. Is everyone okay? Can you spare another 5-10 minutes with me? We are going to do a grammar exercise. A very simple one. I think about seven questions. Okay? All right. Now, what can you see on the screen now? What is this? Is anyone hungry now? Or is anyone is on diet? All right. So this is actually salad. Okay. So the exercise that we are going to do is actually is an article about salad. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is this question. I took it from Negeri Sabah. I think it was Negeri Sabah. Negeri Sabah 2019 trial papers. Okay. So I think because it involves lots of grammar and there are like vocab, so I purposely took this exercise to do with all of you today. Oh, Nabil, are you a vegetarian, Nabil? Sarah, you have to take vegetables, okay? Then you will be, you're gonna have like beautiful complexion. All right, you're gonna be healthy. That's the most important thing. All right. Okay. Now let's take a look at this. All right. So there are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 questions. Okay. Okay. Let's start now. Okay. Salads are simple dishes. Okay. Hold on. Let me. Sorry. Hold on. Okay, so salads are simple dishes normally served during meals. A salad consists of small pieces of food which mixed together with a type of sauce or salad dressing. Salad can be made using a variety of available, including vegetables, bukan vegetables, vegetables, including vegetables, fruits, cheese, cooked meat, eggs, and grains. There are many types of salad. Fruit salads, green salads, vegetable salads, bound salads are just examples. A green salad is made using green leafy vegetables like lettuce, lettuce and spinach. The vegetable salad can be a mixture of tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots and peppers. Amboi, semua dah jawab ke? Sabar. Hold on. I know you guys are excited. Okay, a fruit salad, usually melons, strawberries, grapes, or apples. A salad is not too difficult, but one needs to be careful in choosing the best ingredients to produce tasty, satisfying salads that people can. In a case of problem, the internet will always be there to provide us with all sorts of salad recipes. Okay, now we can start doing this. Okay. Okay, salads are simple dishes normally served during meals. A salad consists of small pieces of food. Some answered B. Okay. Some Amira answered A. So what do you think? Is it A or B? Okay, first of all, you have to look for the best. The best is actually for you to cross out the wrong answers. Okay. All right. So for example, you know that this is a factual text. So if it's a factual text, usually it's in present tense. So any past tense can just be crossed out. All right. So you cross this out. Okay. Let me use red. Okay. Were. And can the answer be can? No, because if you look at the next word, remember after can it has to be root word. So this is not a root word. So this is wrong. Okay. You cross this out. Now, why do you say most of you answered is? Is the subject a salad or small pieces of food? What do you think? Okay, now I'm confused myself. A salad consists of hold on. A salad is mixed together with a type of sauce. I personally feel it's A. You know why? Because a salad, okay, if let's say you cross this out. A salad is mixed together with a type of sauce or salad dressing. Is it right? Are we talking about salad or Are we talking about salad or are we talking about the small pieces of food? If let's say a salad is mixed together with a type of sauce, or we cross this out. Small pieces of food which are mixed together with a type of sauce or dress. Which one makes more sense? I mean, of course, grammar, it cannot be like something which makes more sense lah, but it has to be, you know, grammatically correct. Because I personally feel that we are referring to the small pieces. Because what is salad? Salads are basically small pieces of food which are mixed together. You get it? All right. So the small pieces are mixed together with a type of sauce or salad dressing. Okay. All right. Okay. So I would personally answer A. All right. Now let's take a look at B. Salad can be made using a variety of available. I think somebody answered ingredients just now. What do you think, the rest of you? Yes, I know. I personally feel it's R, okay, because we're referring to the small pieces of food. All right, thank you, Ainul. Okay, so number 10. Kalau if you look at all of this, all the 4 options, okay. Okay. If you look at, okay, Nabil said small pieces penerangan kepada salad. Okay, Nabil, you have your point too. I like this discussion. All right, okay, but before that, okay, number 10. All right. So if you look at number 10, all the 4 options, okay, materials, substances, ingredients, components, in bahasa Melayu, they are called bahan-bahan. Okay? But you have to understand that because we're talking about food, all right, we're talking about food. So of course, the best answer is ingredients, bahan-bahan. Because let's say you want to make a kite, okay? You want to make a kite, so of course you need bahan-bahan kan. Kalau bahasa Melayu, bahan-bahan yang diperlukan. Tapi in English, kita tak panggil lah. I mean in English, it cannot be ingredients. It has to be materials. What are the materials needed for you to make the kite? Okay, for example. So components. Okay, components can also be considered as bahan-bahan. Okay. But then again, let's say for example, the boys. For example, Ammar, Nabil, Izhar, okay, you guys love robots, okay, Lego ke robots ke, you want to assemble the robots, so there are components that you need, okay, components. So again, they can bring almost the same meaning, but then again, you have to look at the context. So we are looking from the context of cooking, so the answer is ingredients. All right. Maybe some of you already know this, but I just had a class with students from this school. They don't even know what is ingredients, so I had to explain. All right. Okay. Number 11. What about number 11? Thank you guys for answering C. Number 11. There are many types of salads. Fruit salads, green salads, vegetable salads, bound salads are just. What do you think? All right, so for you to answer this, because sometimes it can be confusing, you just have to look at the word after, okay? And you look at the word after, you check first whether is it a countable noun or is it an uncountable noun? Okay, because you have to remember that if it's uncountable, then it has to be singular, right? Okay, all right. So now you know, you can see that, okay, ada S. Definitely it's not uncountable, it is countable. Because the reason why you have to be aware of that is because some words, for example, a little is only used for uncountable. The same thing with much. Let's say, of course, you do not have much here. Let's say you have option C, it's much. Can it be much? No, it cannot be much because much is only for uncountable. And yes, the answer is a few. Very good. Good job, guys. So I know that if you look at the salads, okay, this is just additional information for you. Okay, I think you know what are fruit salads, green salads. You know, kalau if green salads, basically you choose the whole bowl or plate are just green vegetables. Okay, no, nothing colorful. No carrot, because carrot is not green. Okay, vegetable salads whereby you put just vegetables. Now bound salads, maybe some of you are still new to this. So what is a bound salad? It is actually composed or arranged or tossed, put in a bowl and mixed with a thick dressing. They are assembled with thick sauces such as mayonnaise. Examples would be include tuna salad, pasta salad, chicken salad, egg salad, and potato salads. Okay, so they are usually used as sandwich fillings. Okay, all right. Oh, Nabil, thank you. Much time. A little water. Ammar also said some water. Okay. Thank you, Ammar, for mentioning some water. Some is another word. It can be used for both countable and uncountable. For example, can you please pour some water for me? Or can I have some sweets? Can I have some papers? Can I have some peanuts? Okay, so some can be used for both. All right. Now, okay, let's move on to number 12. A green salad is made using green leafy vegetables like lettuce and spinach. Sorry. This is small letter, not capital letter. Number 12. Who can answer number 12? This is a bit tricky. Again, if let's say you find it tricky, always look for the impossible answers, then you cross them out. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is a long sentence. All right. A green salad is made using green leafy vegetables like lettuce and spinach. The vegetable salad can be a mixture of tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots, and peppers. What is this? What is nevertheless? Okay, Nabil answer meanwhile. Okay. But before that, what is the meaning of thus, Nabil? Nabil ke Nabil? Okay. Okay, you guys answer meanwhile. What is the meaning of meanwhile? I have so many questions, right? But before that, thus, oleh itu. Right? So, does it make sense? Nevertheless, walau bagaimanapun. Walau bagaimanapun. So salah. Okay, maka. Okay, very good. I know maka. Now, we only have two left. Meanwhile dengan whereas. Okay, I give you an example. I think this always happens in school. Okay, when your teacher announces, for example lah. Okay, class, I have a meeting now. Meanwhile, please complete your homework. Or meanwhile, please complete exercise 1 until 10. Apa maksud dia? Kan, sementara kan. So tapi sementara, I think bahasa Melayu also have another meaning of sementara. Okay, so it means sementara yang macam okay, let me think of another example. Okay, let's say I'm at home, I'm cooking. Okay, I tell my kids, okay, I'm gonna prepare lunch. Meanwhile, can you please do your laundry? Or meanwhile, can you make your bed? Meanwhile, can you clean your room? Okay, so I'm doing something, so sementara tu korang buat benda lain, buat benda tu. Okay, so that is meanwhile. In this context, what is whereas? Nabil, thank you. Dalam masa yang sama. Lebih kurang macam tu lah, dalam masa yang sama. Boleh lah. Okay, dalam pada itu, alah, I need to learn my bahasa Melayu. I need to improve my bahasa Melayu, Amira. Perhaps it's correct. Okay, thank you, Amira. Okay, so technically the answer is actually whereas. Okay, it's actually whereas. Okay, another one. What are peppers? Peppers, anybody? There are few meanings kan? There are few different peppers, is it? You agree with me? We have black peppers, white peppers. Okay, so that's another, that's orang cakap apa, lada hitam, lada sulah, lada putih, okay? But this peppers is actually referring to, do you know that the big chili, the big round chili, it has like 3 colors, orange, red, green. Usually we use it in pizzas. Alright, so those are also called peppers. Okay, alright. Okay, number 13. Sorry, number 13. A fruit salad usually. Okay, this one you have to look at the subject. Is the subject singular or plural? So a fruit salad. A fruit salad. So what is the answer? A fruit salad is singular, right? Ya Allah, thank you. I know capsicum. My God, there are so many people who are saving my life today. Okay, so a fruit salad. Lada benggala. What's that? Is it capsicum? Alright. I don't know what's wrong with the screen. Okay, by the way, so it's singular, right, Afida? So if it's singular, the verb, which is the correct verb for you to choose for this particular sentence? A fruit salad usually contains. Okay, a fruit salad usually contains melons, strawberries, grapes, or apples. All right. Okay, let's take a look at the last one. A salad is not too difficult, but one needs to be careful in choosing the best ingredients to produce tasty, satisfying salad that people can. What is the answer for number 14? Prepare. Sekejap. Fatima, are you referring to 13 or 14? Sorry. Okay. Prepare a salad. As I've told you, it's a bit lagging here. So I'm not sure whether Samira and Fatima, are you referring to number 14 or number 13? Alright. So actually number 14, the answer is preparing. Okay. It's actually preparing, menyediakan. I think the simplest example the simplest explanation that I can give is if it's a verb and it's at the beginning of the sentence, it has to be with ing, like swimming, because it's not a verb. Have you heard of gerund? I think that would be another lesson that I need to have with you. This is a gerund. Okay. Okay, thank you Fatima, Samira. Correct, it was B. Gerund is actually a verb that is changed into an activity. Okay, that's another a new lesson that I need to have with you, okay? So, but correct, number 14 is D. Now, number 15, our final question. I think buy and cook, you know the meaning, okay? Buy and cook. Does it make sense? Preparing a salad is not too difficult, but one needs to be careful in choosing the best ingredients to produce tasty, satisfying salads that people can buy. Are you talking about selling to people? Satisfying salads that people can cook. I know what is the meaning of alright. So I think these are 2 new words for you. Okay. Relish. Relish, the meaning of relish is actually enjoy greatly. Okay, you can write this down. I believe you are writing a lot of things down. Okay, which is good. All right, so relish means enjoy greatly. Okay. So yes, you want to be extra careful in choosing the best ingredients to produce tasty, satisfying salad. These are actually the keywords. The keywords that tell you the answer is relish. Because when you cook something delicious, you want people to enjoy your food. Am I right? Okay. Okay Nabil, I'll get back to you kejap so that is relish. Alright. What about garnish? Okay, garnish is actually, it means decorate. Okay, but of course we do not decorate our food. Okay, we decorate our home. Yes, Afida, thank you Afida, very good, decorating. So garnish is basically for cooking. You know, when the chef or even your mom, if they say they want maybe special occasion, you know, garnishing. Alright, you put some maybe apa chili tu potong bagi nampak macam bunga lah, lawa lah kan. So you are like garnishing the plate, the meals. Alright, hiaskan. Thank you Zaim. Alright. Okay, I know Geran. Okay, Geran is actually macam ni, I know. Okay, first of all, allow me to speak in BM, okay? Geran are actually noun. Okay. For example, can you give me examples of noun? Yes, Izatul, hiaskan makanan. Okay, can you give me examples of nouns? Okay. Apa? What are the examples of nouns? Boy, am I right? Girl, houses, tables, phones, bottles, those are noun. Okay. So Juran is also noun. However, the words come from verb. Okay. It comes from verb. For example, swim. I like to swim. So swim is a verb. Okay. I like to swim. Swimming is my hobby. So this is no more an action. This is no more a verb. It's an activity. So jadi noun lah, activity. Alright. So swimming is my hobby. So I know, and there's another person kan tanya pasal geran tadi kan. So basically gerans are nouns. But it is actually which are taken from or which are formed from verbs. So that's why you have playing football is good for your health. Nampak tak? Play kan? Play is actually a verb. Ibarat isi mustaq lah lebih kurang. Apa benda tu Nabil? Isi mustaq. Isi mustaq tu apa Nabil? Okay. Apa korang ni? Okay. Faham warah? Okay. Alright. Oh. Faham ke apa? Mustaqat. Subhanallah. Alright. Okay. Oh bahasa Arab Okay. Alright. So apa lagi? Sleeping is good for your health because it comes from the word sleep. Cooking is a great hobby. Okay. So cooking is an activity. Okay. Because it comes from the verb cook. Boleh? Kelakar lah korang ni. Alright. So where else? Okay, where else Nabil? Nabil, you were asking about where else just now. The simplest way I can explain this is where else is manakala. Okay, manakala. For example, Nabil loves K-dramas whereas Faik loves EPL football. Gitu. Boleh? Manakala. Okay? So when you are comparing two things lah. Gitu. Oh, apa tu Nabil? Grammar in Arabic? Yes, Aziz, like that. Okay? Alright. MasyaAllah, almost 1 hour 30 minutes. Subhanallah, you guys have been amazing. Till the end, 63 students are with us. I'm looking forward. Okay, I'm looking forward to meeting you again live, especially at least we can interact like this. I had an amazing time with you. Didn't feel like 1 hour 30 minutes. So take care. If let's say your areas are affected by flood, please be extra careful. Jangan duk pergi swimming, jangan duk pergi terjun. Alright. If let's say your areas are affected by COVID, you have to go through MCO, just stay at home. Alright. But still you get to go to school, right? Okay, so just make sure you follow all the SOP. Alright, thank you everyone. With that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And thank you everyone for being amazing. Alright, thank you so much for being amazing. Alright, thank you Nawara, Shazana, Azfar, Ainun, Ainul, Faik, Nabil, Fatihah, Isha, Khairina. Alright? Alright, thank you everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
darjah kursus. Okay, I yang mendidik. Jadi
Your right is basically to ease you.
Okey, kalau rasa macam tak berapa nak faham, ulang lagi banyak kali ulang. Okey, soalan nombor 2 yang popular.
P kita negatif 3 kuasa 2. So kita dapat apa ni? Negatif 3 kuasa 2.
Jadi akan beri kita tengok mungkin pada sini besok ni.
Okey, jadi sama-sama kita bukan perhatian kepada teori kinetik ciri. Okey.
Dan tak percaya diincar kulit dengan ajaran yang disampaikan oleh
So,
Nabi
Abu
Muhammad.
Bakar, kamu kena ingat dia diberi gelaran penyelamat umat Islam. Ingat yang itu.
Bandingan berkaitan dengan perumpamaan. Yang panjang Maharaja Lela.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh everyone, and welcome to Mahir Tutor.